Hello everyone, March is here and welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, please do hit that subscribe button and that notif bell to be updated with my latest videos, performance reviews of sneakers, unboxing, comparison, and some vlogs, some daily vlogs, shopping, travel, whatsoever. Alright, be sure to hit that button, okay? So today I'll be comparing the Harden Volume 4 from Adidas, James Harden signature sneaker, and KD12's Kevin Durant signature sneaker, and let's know which one is for you. Before we start, if you want to see the full performance review of each of these sneakers, I'll put the link up there for a more detailed review of each of these. Let's start off with the upper of the KD12. It features a very fused net-like material of the upper, which I think is really dope. It looks really nice, especially with the ones that I did. It's white. You can see the flywire, the quad-axial flywire inside with multicolor. That's just a little accent that I put in my KD12s. Some good news, guys. I think Nike ID or Nike Bayou will be running here in the Philippines, so check out nike.com/ph and you can maybe ID your sneakers now here in Manila, which is nice because I've been wanting to do that ever since I actually made this in the US. For the upper, like I've said, let's go in terms of performance. The upper of the KD12 has a really nice structured upper, which is fused, which is very supportive, very durable, and it's fused at the tip of the toe box, which is where the high tension is. And moving to the back of the sneaker, still fused, but a little bit more padding and other materials for the underlining. It really depends on the area of the sneaker, but in terms of support and durability, I think this is a very durable upper. While the Hardens really differs from what color you have. And the barbershop colorway features mesh upper with suede in the toe box and around the heel. It is really comfy right off the box. Although it's a little bit flimsy, still it is very comfortable and it's really nice, and I think it's a very durable sneaker. It really has a different feel for the Hardens and the KDs, because the KDs has a more futuristic look to it compared to the Hardens, which gives off a more premium look and more premium feel, especially with the suede toe box. So in terms of support, I think it's pretty much the same. The main difference that I will tell you is the shape of the upper, because on the KDs it is really narrow, especially in the forefoot area. From the top, from the width of it, it's really narrow compared to the Hardens, which is wider, and there's a little bit more space above on the toe area. Although in the midfoot part of the Hardens, it's pretty snug. I would say that's just the main difference in both sneakers. It depends on if you're a regular footer. For regular footed and really narrow foot, I think you're best with the KDs. But if you're a wide footer, maybe try both sneakers because both are very long and narrow. The Hardens only narrow around the midfoot, so maybe wide footers better off with the Hardens if comparing with the KDs. In terms of support around the midfoot, the Hardens has extra wings here to really help your foot be locked down in the footbed, while on the KDs, although it doesn't have wings, it is still very supportive around the midfoot. And moving to the heel part of the sneaker, this is a more of a high cut sneaker on the KD12s, while the Hardens is a low top sneaker. So if you want more ankle support, of course go with the KDs. If you want a low cut, go with the Hardens. In terms of Achilles pillow, cushioning comfort level in the inner lining, both are very comfortable. And for heel support and heel lockdown and containment, I would give it a tie, but just extra points on the ankle support on the KDs because it's a high top sneaker. And as for lateral support on both sneakers, both cushion setup goes up on the lateral part and middle part of both sneakers. So for the KD12s, this gold area is also part of the cushion. It goes up. It really gives you extra support laterally. On the middle part, the traction goes up. That's a really nice touch on the KDs, especially this is a very narrow sneaker, so you need all the support on the KDs. And on the heel part of the KDs, this plate goes up here on the lateral part, while the cushion goes up on the middle. So you're very caged in the KDs because of how narrow the KDs are. While the Hardens, the light strike cushioning also goes up in the midfoot, in the forefoot, it really goes up to the heel. It becomes thicker, and also in the middle part, the light strike cushioning also goes up in the forefoot, going to the heel. So Your foot is also cradled. I would say support-wise, both are very supportive sneaker, but just a little difference on the stability because the KD12 is thinner. So if you have a narrow foot, or regular foot, that wouldn't matter that much. But look how wide the Hardens are compared to the KDs. So if you want extra stability on your sneaker, between these two, the Harden will be the best choice for stability if you're looking into that, especially around the midfoot of the Hardens, especially if you're doing sidestepping or Eurostep. Harden is for you. But also if you want the KDs, just really tighten the laces up to get that maximum support out of the KDs. I just wish that the KD12s would have a small lateral outrigger here to give it more extra support or lateral stability. That's just a little idea for you, Nike. I know you're watching. I hope you'll be listening to my suggestion. Now let's move on to the cushioning setup of both sneakers. The Harden features a full-length light strike cushioning. It is very responsive, very plush in the forefoot, and of course in the heel it's very plush. Impact protection on the heel is very nice on the Hardens. While in the forefoot, it has impact protection. At the same time, a little bounciness feel to it. Compared to the KD12s, the KD12s features a strobo board-less cushioning setup with a full-length zoom. So you can really feel the full-length zoom under your foot. Just the insole between your foot and the full-length zoom, which is really nice. If you really want a bouncy feel in your forefoot and on your heel, one of the nicest, bounciest cushion setup made right now. Impact protection in the heel is also very good, and it is also quite responsive, and court feel is there. But if you want maximum court feel and responsiveness, of course Harden is the way to go. But if you want bounciness, KD12s. Plus the injected Phylon on the KD12s is pretty plush too, so it is a very nice cushion setup for me, especially for players who like bounciness and impact protection at the same time. Now moving on to the traction boat sneaker. So this one, the ID one, is a rubber outsole, while the Harden has this web-like and pod-shaped pattern outsole. On a clean court, both performs really well, and as for squeakiness, gum outsole squeaks better compared to the Harden's barbershop colorway. And for dust pickup, I would say both are very good. This is my Nike Bayou, so that's a little disclaimer. On the general release, better watch out because I had the first colorway, the black with a translucent outsole. The outsole wasn't that good, especially on a dusty court. It picks up a lot of dust, so maybe I would suggest choosing a KD12 with solid rubber outsole. If you see a gum outsole, better get it. It's really amazing. Gum is the way to go. And as for the rubber compound of both sneakers, both are pretty thick, but the Hardens are a little bit thicker. So at their use, I would suggest the Hardens. And as for sizing on both sneakers, regular footers, go true to your size on the KD12s. Wide footers, go maybe half a size up, full size up, depending on how wide your foot is. While on the Hardens, go half size down if you're a regular footer, and if you're a wide footer, go true to your size, or maybe full size, or maybe half size up if you're a wide footer, okay? And as for price point, the KD12s is priced at 7,400 pesos, and this one, the Hardens, is priced at 7,200. Pretty much the same price. Let us break that down. If you want a wider base, if you want more stability around the midfoot part, if you like Eurostepping, and if it's okay for you, a little bounciness in the forefoot and very nice impact protection on the forefoot and the heel. And if you want a low top sneaker, of course, the Harden Volume Force is for you, and if you're a wide footer. So of course, regular footer, you're good with the Harden Volume Force. If you're someone who likes a high cut sneaker, and of course, you want to feel that really bouncy feel under your foot, very nice impact protection. If you don't mind it to be a little bit narrow, and the traction may differ between colorways, KD12s is a nice sneaker to have. And if you have the chance to ID it, better make it a solid rubber outsole. So that's about it. Both sneakers are very good performers. It really depends on your style of play or your preferences. So let me know what you guys think. Which sneaker will you choose between these two? Hit me a comment down below. This has been Mark Chess once again. Like this video if you can. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers!